Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Whether it's hot yoga, over 100-degree weather, or too much sun. Gator Light, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gator Light hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Pros, find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on a DeWalt 20-volt max 6-amp-hour 2-pack of batteries. Now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach. A trip to the state fair. And a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in-minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. And now, your host, Steve Collins.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Coach Unplugged. We're so excited you decided to join us. Make sure you go over and leave those 5-star reviews. If you like this, go over and listen to our other podcasts like the 5-Minute Basketball Coaching Podcast or High School Hoops or Funnel Down Defense or Coaching Youth Hoops or whatever one of the 7 in our network that you would like to listen to. But before we jump in, I'd like to give a big shout out to our 2 sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish, the #1 shooting machine on the market. They are always, what I love about Dr. Dish is they're always innovating. They're always making that a little bit better, and that's why I think they're the best machine out there. Like I've said before, we own 3 of them, and I would not be talking about them every day if I did not believe in them. Mention Coach Unplugged, they'll give you $450 off, and they'll give you A1 customer service. And then also what helps keep the lights on, what helps keep everything moving is teachhoops.com. It's for coaches who want to get better. It is a one-stop shop by a basketball coach for a basketball coach. I'm always working with my team 365 days a year, working on making us better. And I want to do the same thing for you. I'm giving you resources, one-on-one calls, office hours, a roadmap per se that will help you become a better coach. And we offer a 14-day free trial because I believe you should come in and kick the tires around and see if it's right for you. If it's not, that's fine. But I guarantee that you're going to love it. All right, let's head off to the podcast. All right, welcome to High School Hoops. Coach, it's been a while. You and I were too busy during the season.
Yes, sir.
I know. It's been a handful of months, but anyway, so today's topic, we're going to talk about building a staff. And as a, this and everything we take in this is to look at it in terms. Again, this could be for a summer team too, or building a summer staff, but more building like a high school staff or a junior high staff. What do you look for? I know you want to be a head coach at some point. It's like, those kind of things. Tell me what you think, and then I'll delve in from my 30 plus years of
I think it all starts with, if you're a high school basketball coach, are you in the building? I think that changes everything in building your staff inside out. If you're in the building, you don't have to worry about in building stuff. I think if you're not in the building, it's important to have somebody in there that can communicate messages to the kids, do little stuff like uniform stuff. And like, if you're not in the building, you need somebody in the building.
And the thing is, the more you can have in the building, the better.
Yes.
So I have a couple in my building right now. my sophomore coach or JV coach right below varsity in the building. I'm in the building. I have an assistant in the building. I have a couple assistants in the building. I used to have my entire staff in the building, which was awesome because nothing happens. But still, I think when you're building a staff, I agree, 100% agree. The more you can get in the building, the better, as long as they're competent. Because it puts out enough brush fires to be worth it. Even if they're average, I'd rather have maybe a little average rather than above average if they're in the building, because the eyes, at least coaching boys basketball, the eyes on them is a big thing, I think.
Oh yeah, because you'd be like, oh, so and so, he got suspended, almost suspended today because of this and this and this.
Right.
Then when you get to practice, you're not surprised why he has a bad attitude.
Right. Why weren't you in class today? Or why weren't you? Yes.
Yeah. Yes. It's a lot of just checking up on them and keeping them, in the lanes that they need to be in.
Yeah. What do you look for in a coach?
My first thing, and it's a weird, probably like a very specific thing to me, timeliness. Like I enjoy people that are on time, where they say they're going to be, when they're going to be there, from a coaching perspective. Because the last thing you ever want are kids somewhere where there's not an adult. That would be my first one.
Okay. That's one of my pet peeves, to be honest with you. So you and I are on the same page. In post-COVID, I had to retrain them. I had to retrain my teams. It's like, you just don't show up late. We go on Lambo time. Lambo time is 5 minutes early. Yep. Clock to Lambo is off by 5 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever it is. But no, I mean, if I tell them, I said, the meeting's at 5, you don't show up at 4:59. That's late. Show up at 4:50 or 4:45. And it, post COVID, I had to no, I don't know what world you live in that being late's okay. Like, and do things happen? And yes, then you should communicate them to me and let me know and blah, blah, blah. But no, I mean, you got to be on time, man.
And that's the message we're trying to give to our kids and our athletes. Then the message has to be up top with our assistants as well. I mean, that's
yes,
almost a non-negotiable for me.
Okay.
You cannot not be where you're supposed to be at the time you said you're going to be there.
Okay, that I would agree. What else?
Now, to be quite honest, knowledge of the game takes a fourth or fifth backseat. It goes, because if you can be on time and you can be responsible, and you can be respectful, and you can do the things that I value, I can teach you the stuff to run. Or if you're with me as my JV coach, you can watch me. So basketball stuff goes kind of to the back. Where it is, values are big to me. I want my assistants to be interested in the kids, their lives, and maybe connect with them on a level that I'm not. Because if I'm their basketball coach and I'm bad cop, maybe you need to be good cop, and then it doesn't matter what basketball you know. You're just doing the right things. You're being a good person.
Right. No, I agree, and I would add to that. I agree. Values and interests, and I mean, it's not about the X's and O's, it's about the Jimmys and Joes. But because I can teach the X's and O's. I think a big one, and this is harder for some of the younger ones, is communication with the players, communication with me, communication with the parents. And that's sometimes talking to people, not texting them, not emailing them, like having actual conversations is one of the, and again, I've been lucky to only have a couple staffs up with me in my 30 plus years. But I found people that, could fill different staffs. And I've talked about this before, but I tell coaches, especially at the high school level, depending on how many assistants you can have, and some of these might have to take more than one trait. I think you need a Yoda. Okay. You need somebody that knows more basketball than you on your bench. You need somebody that's a GA, graduate assistant, which will do all the dirty work you don't want to do. And then you have the instigator, or the questioner, or the one that always questions what you do. I've got all three of those on my staff. And it's not bad questioning. It's like, are you sure you want to do that? Is that right? What should we do this? You sure that's okay? Because you don't want yes people on your staff. Because you're not going to grow, and if you want to grow, you need someone that's going to question you honestly. And the problem is once you be with, I mean, my staff, we're already thinking ahead. We think like each other too much sometimes. So it's like we need somebody to kind of stir that pot a little bit.
The question with that is though too. I mean, I've now been an assistant on 2 different staffs. The questioner, how do you toe that line to not usurp? You know, to not
And you
usurp.
need to, and the head has to be secure enough to have that
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
100%. I
Because
would
all
not have wanted that at
kids
27.
overhear it, and they're like, maybe we should have pressed, and now
No.
you gain more power.
At 27, I would not have wanted that for sure.
Uh-huh.
But I would have, but I would have needed the Yoda, and I definitely would have needed the GA. So I would have wanted somebody that I could learn from and that knows as much, if not more, than me. And I definitely, the admin stuff is what people don't understand. Like I have an assistant coach. My Nate, if you're listening, Nate is unbelievable. Nate does everything. Like I literally think about coaching. That's all I do. I don't worry about.
So once the game's over, your book
done.
You know,
I don't think about anything. I think about zero other than I don't think about team dinners. We go through all that stuff and then I turn it over to him and we're done.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about our trip to New York. I'll get on the bus.
Well, you're not even getting on the bus.
Yeah, or I'll be flying, Nate, if you're listening. But I'll be like he'll have the food figured out, he'll have the hotels figured out, he'll have the forms that the district needs, he'll have the forms of the state association. He will do all of that so I can coach. Literally, that is like, and people go, what you eat? There are so many things to do as a high school coach. I'm worried about number 7, why he's mad because he's not number 4. Yeah. He's not playing. I'm worried about other things. I'm worried about like what are we going to do defensively? And I'm calling the Yoda and I'm doing this. If I don't have to worry about the I'm worried about practice planning like every day. And what are we going to do? And what do we got this team on Tuesday and this team on Friday. What do I need? If you can take that off your plate for high school coaches, building a staff like that, gold. Those are really hard to find. He loves doing that. He'd rather do that than the X's and O's.
You have found some good people.
Yes, I've had 2 of those in my career.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say you found some good people then.
Yes. Yeah. Those are really hard to find. They got to be almost. And then he's the video guy. Like he does all the video. He does all the scouting. I mean, now all of it. I mean, I watch tape. He does all the scouting. Does all the video thing. Like he wants to do that.
So then, when you say you watch tape, how does that work? Then does he?
So he does the scout, sends it to me. We talk. I'm watching tape,
you get
and
your
then
numbers, you get everything. You get the breakdown.
He hands it to me. But I've already watched the team. I already know what I think because I've already started building practice plans. But yeah, and then that's a whole scouting. We can go through the whole scouting thing about that. Like on Sunday, we talk about Tuesday anyway. But yes, that's his, and he deals with the managers and getting the jersey, all that.
But in building a staff, it's very interesting because once you give somebody that much power, it almost becomes a slippery little slope. He
doesn't want to be a head coach ever. He didn't want to be a JV coach anymore. Like he was my sophomore coach and goes, this is too stressful. So he wanted to do something behind so again, always have your eyes open for those kind of people. And the Yoda I'm talking about, which is John, he wasn't even, I mean, when we won a couple of our state titles, he wasn't on my staff, but he was still helping me and still a resource. And I still remember going, so those are out there. Those are easier to find. Guys that are, semi-retired or know the game and want to still be involved.
Yeah, I think that's the key. The semi-retired, you got to find,
he's retired. He watches tape. I mean, I'm still teaching. It's like he's watching tape. He's going, we should do this. Him and I met a couple days ago because we're going to tweak our offense. So he had some ideas, and I threw some ideas out, and we're just kind of going back and forth. And then we have this whole sheet on Slack where we're basically brain dumping stuff. When I see something, I just throw it in there. So we talk about it. The newest one is, do you foul up 10 with this is the newest one I'm trying to delve into. Is do you up 10 with 45 seconds to go, or up 8 with 45 seconds to go? Do you foul? Because the only way you lose is they hit threes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Or you miss every free throw you take.
Okay, possibly. But I'm just saying,
you gotta have somebody that can make a free throw on your team. I mean,
you never know. But I'm just saying, there's a point. I haven't hit the. I got to do the math this summer on it. But there's a point where you can't beat us if you, because again, we don't have a shot clock.
If you come to New York and you do that, though, you're gonna get booed.
Oh, we're not going to pull the ball out in New York.
You're gonna be booed.
Do you not have a shot clock in New York?
No shot clock. Yeah.
Okay. Do you play quarters?
During some showcases, yes.
You play halves or quarters?
We play halves in my league.
Okay, what is the state association in New York play?
States is in Jersey, it's quarters.
Okay.
New York City, interesting question, because I think New York City plays differently.
Okay. Because we play halves.
Okay. Oh, you guys play halves?
2 18-minute halves.
Oh, so that'll be a big transition for you guys.
I like quarters.
Yeah, it'll be quarters when you come over here.
You don't have to play as many guys in quarters.
No. But the hook,
you can't play 36 minutes of high school basketball hard. No one. You can play 30 maybe. So I gotta rest. It's like I'm a college coach. I gotta rest guys. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're probably. I mean, after minute 8, they're probably
and 4 to 7 is when they start getting tired.
Yeah, probably white. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. Let's circle back. Anything else on building a staff that you want to share?
Listen, the freshman coach, I think is more important than your JV coach. To be completely honest.
It is. It's a forgotten soul sometimes too. I
because
think.
they're running their own thing, and they're out of sight. It's almost like a mini satellite program of your own that you need to be careful of what's going on there.
You do.
Because if it's out of control, by the time you get them, they think it's okay to show up late to practice. They think it's okay to be shooting when you're not supposed to be shooting. They don't understand the routines and the build.
No, it's the building of the habits. Here's how you get on the bus. Here's how here's how we do grade checks. Here's how we do, attendance. Here's how we do all of the things, showing up. Here's how Saturday practices work. We're going to practice on Saturdays. Oh my gosh, 6 days a week. Oh my gosh. Yes.
We're here every Saturday.
Yes. It's not. Yeah. So you're right. I think it is a lost for high school coaches out there. It is a lost thing and you can't underestimate it. You need. And the thing is, it can be but no one, the hard part about that job is no one really wants that job anymore.
No. And so I think what you need to do is get somebody who wants to eventually be a head coach and tell them that this is their own thing where they are kind of being a head coach. Like you're getting on the bus with your team, you're running your team, you're making your own cuts. Yes. You're doing all the things that a head coach does. So don't think of it as you're just a freshman coach.
Right.
It's almost more important than being a JV coach because you're away from me.
Oh yeah. It's a lot more. All right. Anything else about freshman coaching or
I've promoted myself as a freshman coach long enough.
I think, yeah. All right. Until next week, coach.